Good morn or evening, friends. Welcome to the show that sometimes ends. This is momentous occasion. We are delving into the world of Elden. Ring. You know it was coming. I told you it was coming. I swapped things up just a little bit. I moved over to the Xbox side instead of the PlayStation side, hopefully giving me room for DNF Duel when that comes out, but we shall see how that works. In the meantime, I started this one voiceover-y, so you get the gloriousness of 4K visuals. Oh yeah. Don't adjust your headsets. It's 4K compatible here. Just so I want you guys to see how pretty this game is. So the first couple of episodes of this will be 4K. I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing that. It's probably going to revert back to 1080 because it is so much easier to operate the camera and the mic in 1080p with the setup that I have. If I can find an easier way to do 4K, I'll do it. You have my word. But I got other stuff to do too, man. I'm a grown man. I got stuff to do. Anyway, things to know about this playthrough. Number one, the popping in the background. It's not going to be here forever. Give me about a minute or two and it'll be out the way. Number two, this is not a blind run. I have not watched all of Elden Ring, but I have watched people play some of Elden Ring, and it would be a lie for me to tell you that I don't know some of what's coming around the bend. I know the Tree Sentinel. I know who he is. I know what he does. He's a jerk. I know a bunch of things. And while I don't use it supremely to my advantage, like I'm not just... Like, I haven't studied anybody's, attack patterns or anything like that. But I do know some things that happen, so some things may not scare me or shock me quite as much as other things. I did not have the camera on for at least one part. I went into some catacombs, and I got shocked. A little surprised. But, it is what it is. So, there will be some genuine stuff here. Not all of it will be, though, because some of the stuff I know, if you have a problem with that, you don't have to watch this. That's fine. There's plenty of other Elden Ring playthroughs, and they're probably better than me. I'm hoping if you're watching this, because you want to be here with me. I'm going to shut up for a second, though, because that popping's about to go, and we can get to the actual meat of this.
Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. The loathsome dung-eater. And Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
I'm sorry. How could I interrupt artistry like that? The way that man's there, the loathsome dung eater. The loathsome dung eater. He's just so good. He's so good. Anywho, this is me going into this. Oh, not only is this not a first run, but this is technically the third character that I had. When I first got the game on PlayStation, I started with Stabitha, and I started playing, and then I realized that the Xbox version may be available, so I went for the Xbox version, and it became available, so I got it. When I first got the Xbox version, I started Stabitha again as a wretched, and because I thought I was going to be able to do more, but the more I looked into it, I don't have a great enough idea for a build, so there was no need for me to start wretched. Not to mention some of the things I wanted Stabitha to be able to do, like stab, I kind of needed somebody other than a wretched to do. So, and I know wretched can do those things, but why make you guys go through the journey of having that last forever? Well, I can just start as a confessor and get my stab on. Also, I am loosely looking at a couple of builds. I don't know exactly how I want to create just yet, but part of the way I play is with one of those builds in mind. So keep that in mind as well. Again, it's not entirely blind, but you're not here for the greatest playthrough. You're here for the wise guys playthrough. And hopefully you enjoy, I really do. I want to know what's behind that door. It may not be anything, but I want to know. Like, it may be nothing important. I want to know like I was Joe. Girl, I want to know. I want to know what's behind the door. Also, this is very important. Please watch how I am playing this and looking around all these places and doing that kind of thing. That's something I do. Does that mean I will find every secret? No. Sometimes I get tired and frustrated and I just forget about all the secrets and go. But sometimes it takes a small thing, just a very tiny thing, to implant in my dome. Right up in the dome piece. And when it's in there, it does not let go. I want to know what this does. I want to know if I can get to it, if I can touch this, if I can grab this, if I can have that in my possession. This is my inventory now. I did that with Final Fantasy VII Remake. There was some materia that I saw off in the distance, and I probably spent a good 25 to 30 minutes walking around in circles trying to figure out how to get there before giving up on it and just playing the game and realizing the game was going to loop me around to be able to grab that one piece anyway. I was so frustrated. I wasted all that time. But that's just how I am. If I fixate, I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it. Oh! Knocking them barrels over, you know what I'm saying? Do a barrel roll up in this boy. Do a barrel roll. I don't know how to open doors or get to secret areas. So I'll probably never find the secret areas unless it becomes painfully obvious to me. I don't look that deep into it. Because quite frankly, I don't care quite that much. You know, I just want to go and beat some bosses and feel accomplished about my life. For the next 100-something hours. I'm already putting myself at 100-something hours because I've seen people play this at like 80. And I don't think I'm as good as some of those people, so it is what it is. This kind of stuff gives me anxiety. I know it's not real life. That's not me. I'm not going to be hurt. I'm going to be fine sitting in my chair or lying in my bed or whatever. gives me anxiety. I cannot stress enough. Like every movement on the cliff, I was just like, what if I mess up though? What if I mess? Do I keep that in the video? I'm genuine. I'm so anxious. I also knew what was coming up here, so. And even knowing that, this is why I'm being 100% honest with you. I still played it like I didn't know, like I did the first time. But because I'd played this before, this part before, yeah. I think I got to the first. Well, no, I got to the ruins near the first like big boss. I think Godric or whatever his name is. I think I got to the ruins right before him, before I stopped. That's as far as I've gotten, which is consequently, weirdly enough, where I am right now. But I am far more accomplished with this Stabitha that you're looking at right now. Far more accomplished with this one than any other character that I've played. And you will see just yesterday, I want to say the game clocked me at about 4 or 5 hours. I put all that in yesterday, just exploring, just looking around and not taking no for an answer. Sometimes I'd walk someplace and be like, ooh, do I want to go here? I think there was only one place that I backed away from. I guess I can say that. I backed away from what looked like a dungeon area, specifically because I had not met up with my maiden, the person that plays the role. I'll play the role of your maiden. I backed away from that area specifically until I got to that and was able to do something with my runes, and then I went back later on and explored it thoroughly because I knew I was going to lose all my runes in there. I was like, I'm going to lose every single rune I have in that room. Guaranteed. Graphic Scion comes to the building. I don't know nothing about him. I got a pretty good block though. I think that's one of the cool things about the Paladin is their blocking ability. Phenomenal. And then I died. So I'm going to shut up again and let you see this cutscene.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Alright, so we got all that out the way. We can get down to the nittiest of grittiest. And that is the tutorial, apparently. That's going to be the nitty gritty here. Look around, and like I said, I am a puppy. I'm looking around, I'm seeing things. Is that something shiny off in the distance? I want it. And I'm looking around and I see how dark it is. And maybe there's a secret path there, I just don't know. But I'm looking around and seeing how dark it is, and what I established was I probably needed a light to further explore this. Maybe that's what I needed to get to where I wanted to be. Get a torch. And I could not remember where you get the torch. I know where I got my torch at now, but I could not remember where you got it. And so at some point, I just decided it's probably a better idea to just wander off. But up until that point, I tried, man. I tried so hard. And failed at every turn. I don't know what that is. And it may be worth nothing. It may just be trash. But I wanted that so bad. If that's a way in, I don't know if I want you to tell me or not. One of the things I did do, though, as you can see now, I have just the standard shield. I did make sure that I got the brass shield. I heard some of the good things about it. I got the brass shield. I've updated it a little bit just to make it stronger. What I found I like, I keep saying paladin, but what I found I like about the confessor and the shields that the confessor can wield is that they have apparently what they call 100% block or something like that. And what that allows me to do is block and absorb all that damage. And a lot of times I don't really lose like my poise or anything like that either. I can just tank that damage and then either counterattack or take some time to recover. And that changes things a whole lot to know that, for example, say you're fighting somebody who has a really strong attack that will normally just lift you up off your feet or knock you back or something like that. Being able to eat that entire bit of damage and then just kind of back off and get your poise back up is amazing. I love it so much. Geronimo! Or not. That was the first time I played this that I actually stopped and looked down to see where I was going. And it does tremendously because you don't lose health at the beginning. But that sawed out. But that swallowed out. No health lost. I'm so proud of me. I'm still not sure on how I need to allocate my stats though, because my understanding, at least one of the builds I was looking at is a very stat-hungry build. So I might be playing this for a while to get him quite where I want him. But I think it should be, at the very least, entertaining. That build should be pretty entertaining once I get into it. Right now, I'm just trying to give myself a pretty good base level. I have been deviating from the advice of the build, and I might go back to it now because upon looking at it, I do see one of the weaknesses of how I'm playing it now. It requires you to be very good all the time. And I am barely good all the time, let alone very good. So, we rolling up in here. Hey, who that is, homie? You see me out here reading everything. What's up, cuz? Wanna find out why they call me... I missed. Twice. Gonna find out why they call me Stabitha. You want some too, little homie? Oh. You can do sorceries and incantations, but I wouldn't trip it on no sorceries, no incantations, because I have the sword. The sword, homie, the sword. Anywho, I got the chance to go a little deeper into the catacombs, getting all the tutorial stuff that pops up, which is good. These guys are basically just fodder to teach you how to play. So there was no big deal about not being careful or anything with them, because I'd almost have to try to get beat to lose to those guys. If you lost to those guys, I'm not talking about you though. Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I'm hungry, and I'm trying not to eat this sandwich in your ears. It's not an ASMR stream. Got the Archer. They can't hang with me though. Can't hang with me. I watched that to see how he died, because I don't know how anybody dies to the stuff this early. But I honestly believe he died because he fell from high up and got caught up fighting there. Or by this guy. This guy's a little difficult. See, I got the 2 hands now. Wow! Zweihander. He didn't want it. He thought he wanted something. He didn't really want it. Right now, I like the power of the 2-hander. I prefer to have my shield. What up, partner? See you over here minding your business. I don't need to walk around. Boy! Catch that Zweihander. 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 Pride tarnished. We are getting close to the first, you cannot see me right now, but quotation marks, boss of the game. It's not really a boss. It's a tutorial boss. Ain't nobody tripping on a tutorial boss. All that means I get to flex on old boy. He get flexed on. Flexing. Call me sexy flexy out here. You missed. You missed. Clean my sword off on his carcass. So we continue our journey. Watching how this guy died. Still not sure what killed him. But he clearly didn't make it. And to be fair, I realize that the Confessor is very good at defense, particularly at this stage. But I played this with a Wretched and did just fine. So I'm being hard because because this level isn't. If you perished at this point, you got some work to do, buddy. You got some work to do, little homie. Little baby Joker. The critical hit. So this is where you learn you're stealthy, but I've already done some stealthy stuff here. This is where you learn to get sneaky with it. Crouch on up on them. Hey little buddy, how you doing? Having a good day? I got some popsicles in the basement. Get stabbed, bro. Get stabbed. Just kind of meandering on down to the bottom, where we see our buddy just wandering here. I don't know if he's going to turn around or not. What I do know is it ain't going to be that big of a deal to handle him if he does. Turn if you want to, but it's over for you. Get up off my squad. They'll ever let me catch you on my squad again. John, Marsha, deliver the squad. Looking around. beware. And that's where you can see the boss, apparently. That's where you'll fight the boss for sure. But, again, even with the wretched, we handled this business. Charge attacks and junk effect. Breaking stance is actually a really good thing. If you break the enemy's stance, you get pretty much a free critical hit. And that is great in a fight. I don't care who you're fighting against. If you can break their stance or parry them, oh. If you can backstab, break stance, or parry, you've done a good job. You've done very well. I think the stance breaking, don't quote me on this, but I think that's more from like a Sekiro type thing. And it's really good to do. Brother! Get up off my swab! The legend of Stabitha grows. Stakes of Marika, which I don't think I've ever had to use. I usually just go back to the site of grace. Not saying I haven't died in any of this. I've definitely died, but I usually head back to the site of grace instead of the stakes, because I think this is the last stakes I remember seeing. Nope, there are a couple more. Hello, soldier of Godric. Prepare yourself for a battle from whence there can be no preparation. Get it, boy! Oh, that was... I did that wrong. That's better. Thank you for tuning in to Getting Stabby with Stabitha. Tune in next week when Stabitha stabs more. Chicka. The first Stabitha had a cloth around her eyes. I took it off when I was a wretched, but now I kind of wish I had the cloth around her eyes again. And again, exploratory. Just to see if there's anything I missed, any kind of hidden device or something like that. But the answer is no. I missed nothing. For all you out there who are saying I'm missing something, you're wrong. I checked. I checked every wiki and the developer of the game, and they told me that there's nothing else in there. How did you die? Lamont, you big dummy. You done fell off the cliff, Lamont. Again, anxiety right here. I shouldn't have anxiety. There's a little bit of anxiety there. Like, what if I make a bad step? What if there's like a little input lag and I trip and fall? I'll tell you what happens. Then I reset the game. It's not even that big of a deal. Looking at my equipment. And I'm still enticed by the shiny. I just want it so much. What can I do to get the shiny? It's just right there. I was hoping there'd be something over there too. But alas, nothing with your life. Open the doors and allow the party to start. We need no music unless the doggies bark. Woof, 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 woof. See how thorough I'm being in this area? I want you to take a look at me later on and see how thorough I'm going to be. Now, I kind of want to see what's on the other end. In there. Ooh, something down the wrong pipe. I think I read something that said it was a dragon. Like a note on the ground that said it was a dragon. But as of right now, I can't get in there, so I ain't driven. Excuse me, I had a little catch in my throat. Had to get a sippy or something. I think the first time I saw that, there was a note on it that said bad idea or something like that. And so I steered clear of it entirely. This time, not so much. I just can't do anything with it. Finger severer. and a tarnished finger. Perhaps it is time for Stabitha to greet the marvelous light. There it goes. It says dragon ahead. But I can't get through there, and I can't do anything with it, so ain't nobody tripping about all that. Lever. So again, I just go scavenging, make sure I'm not missing anything. And then I go up the elevator. Elevator go up the hole, elevator go down the hole. Roll up. And ladies and gentlemen, Stabitha has made it through the tutorial. Hey, high fives to everybody who believed in me, who thought I would make it through the tutorial. You know, I have my touch and go there, but it's nice to know that we made it through the tutorial in beautiful 4K. I can tell the difference between 4K and watching it somebody who has like all the specs up, because just because it's in 4K does not mean you'll get some really bad clipping and animation and stuff like that. You will definitely see that as the game progresses. And I'm not sorry for it. This is an Xbox One. There's a superconductor problem, shortage, whatever. And I ain't tripping. Look, games I enjoy, but they are not like, they don't enhance my existence as much as they probably should for as much effort and time I put into them. I enjoy games, I like stories, I like good gameplay, but you know, if the thing ain't working, it just ain't working. I can get down with Mario and with, you know, no story, no nothing, just learning to play and getting skill, and I'll be happy with that. So I ain't tripping all that much. But it is noticeable, like it's very noticeable. I think I was fighting a boss character and it kind of went into some clipping, or not clipping, but the animation kind of got set back, and the processing kind of got set back, and you could look at it and tell, like, oh, that just looks terrible. But then just give it a few seconds and it rights itself again. The Xbox One ain't tripping, it's doing its job. Sorry, Xbox One X. Not Series X. And one day I'll hop on that, or I won't, one of the two. If not, I mean, if they don't ever get the superconductor thing set right, and then I just save money. That's how I look at it. Or I get one later on. Allah, inshallah. Hello, gentlemen. I saw the gap in the map.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the land between for the Elden Ring?
Here's going to be about where we end this.
No shame in it. Unfortunately for you,
however, are maidenless.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated.
I've seen people try to kill that dude, and to hilarious results. It's really funny trying to kill that dude, not knowing what you're doing. You, however, are maidenless.
There is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen.
If you got Mr. Vare.
Are you familiar with grace?
And if you are unfamiliar, Mr. Vare basically just tells you you learn the secret of the grace, the lost points of grace. Activating them shows you where to go, essentially.
That is the
and he tells me I need to go to the castle.
Grace, the path that a tarnished
because I'm maidenless.
Indeed.
You, however, he's like a sassy cat, maidenless.
The answers. It will lead you, tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow.
Anywho, that'll about do it.
Even if it leads you to your grave.
I'm waiting for him to get done talking. Okay. That'll about do it.
Grace's guidance will reveal
This is just the beginning of the Tales of Stabitha.
Most
I've got at least 2 or 3 more
The
episodes in the
castle
hopper,
storm
just places I've been
over on
going.
the cliff,
I'm
the
not going
home
to put
of the decrepit
everything up there.
demigod,
Big points of interest and that type of thing I'll probably put up. Anything that happens that's funny or interesting, I'll try to put that up. But I'm not in any hurry, you know. We're going to take our time with this. We're going to have a good time with this. Or at least I am. And you guys can check in. I'll try to make it pretty clear what we're doing in that match or in that video when I post it. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, and watch me as I go on this journey. As we keep going, I may even do some live episodes of this, kind of like I did with Final Fantasy, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and as always, a peace out! Touch the grass! And there's the guidance of Grace to show me where I'm going. Alright, I'll check y'all next time. Peace out!